Hello and welcome back to Cartography and Geography Club. Today, we're off to explore the fascinating land of Yemen. And don't worry, we've got our map-making tools ready so no one's getting stranded today. We'll dive into Yemen's rich history, its current geography, and the territorial disputes shaping the nation's borders. So buckle up, adventurers, because this potentially rocky journey is going to be more informative than reading your favorite library book. And for those feeling particularly adventurous, you can also build your own map with us and submit it for this season's prize pack. See TECHASSEMBLE.TECH for more information. So let's dive in. Yemen's rich culture is a testament to its ancient and complex history. Before the advent of European colonization, the region was a cradle of civilizations, home to various indigenous people, including the Sabians and the Himyarites, who settled the area around 1200 BCE. The Yemenis, who arrived later, have a shared history and culture. They are predominantly Muslim and form a significant cultural group in Yemen, with a presence in neighboring countries as well. The ancient kingdom of Saba, which flourished around the 1st century CE, was located in the southwestern part of Yemen. It played a significant role in early Arabian trade networks. As a hub of trade, it facilitated cultural exchanges between Africa, Asia, and local indigenous groups, contributing to the development of Yemen's diverse cultural traditions. Saba's influence is evident in the region's art, language, and religion, blending indigenous beliefs with Islamic elements. This early kingdom set the foundation for later Yemeni states, reflecting Yemen's rich and complex ancestry. The indigenous people of Yemen have long been adept at harnessing the land's potential, cultivating a variety of crops resilient to the region's arid climate. They have embraced terrace farming in the highlands and adopted irrigation agriculture in the coastal plains. Innovations such as coffee plantations have transformed Yemen into a significant exporter of these commodities. The social fabric of Yemen is intricately woven with its diverse ethnic groups. The major groups include Zaydi, Shia Muslim, Sunni Muslim, and numerous indigenous people known as the Mara, Radrami, and Tahimi. These groups have played pivotal roles in the social, political, and economic life of the country. The Zaydi Shia Muslim, as the largest group, predominantly inhabit the northern regions. Their cultural and political influence is significant, with historical kingdoms such as the Emirate of Yemen playing crucial roles in the region's history. The Sunni Muslims, primarily residing in the southern regions, have been instrumental in the agricultural development of Yemen, particularly in the coastal plains. The Mara community, mainly located in the eastern regions, has contributed to Yemen's cultural diversity, particularly in the fields of agriculture and trade. The indigenous Mara, Hadrami, and Tahimi groups, each with their unique languages and cultures, have historically lived in harmony with Yemen's diverse ecosystems. These communities continue to maintain traditional lifestyles while navigating the challenges of modernization and development. The pre-colonial period in Yemen was characterized by a network of maritime and inland kingdoms such as Saba, Himyar, and Aksum. These kingdoms engaged in complex political dynamics, with allegiances and territories often shifting due to conflict, strategic alliances, and migrations. This era saw significant interactions through trade and diplomacy, with influences from Africa, Asia, and the Mediterranean world. The social landscape was dynamic, marked by the movement of peoples, including traders and settlers, and the rise and fall of local chieftains and kingdoms. This history reflects a legacy of resilience and adaptability, laying the groundwork for Yemen's diverse cultural heritage. As European powers entered the scene, they encountered a land with a rich history and a complex web of societies. The subsequent colonial period brought significant changes to the region, but the legacy of Yemen's indigenous civilization continued to influence its culture and identity even today. European colonization divided Yemen into territories governed by the British and the Ottomans, establishing colonial rule in different parts of the country. These divisions disrupted traditional territories and altered the balance of power among ethnic groups. The colonial powers imposed new administrative systems favoring certain groups over others, which reconfigured social dynamics and hierarchies. Economically, the Yemenis were integrated into colonial systems that shifted the focus from traditional trade networks to European-dominated markets. Socially, the introduction of European governance systems and education disrupted traditional structures and roles, leading to changes in social organization. The chaotic situation post-independence saw the emergence of ethnic tensions, sometimes exacerbated by foreign actors, including those from former colonial powers. Overall, European colonization had a lasting impact on Yemen, affecting its territorial claims, social structures, and political power, with effects still felt today. The current borders of Yemen are the result of a complex history of colonialism, tribal territories, and international agreements. In the late 19th century, European powers established control over different parts of Yemen through a series of treaties with local kingdoms. Britain established the Aden Protectorate, while the Ottoman Empire controlled northern Yemen. These borders were often drawn arbitrarily, without regard for the traditional territories of the indigenous people, leading to the division of communities across modern national boundaries. After gaining independence in 1967, Yemen's borders included the former British and Ottoman territory. The legacy of the colonial era and the fluid nature of ethnic territories have significantly influenced the current borders of Yemen, leading to ongoing debates and conflicts over territorial claims and national identity. The situation between Yemen and Saudi Arabia has escalated rather than improved. Recent events indicate a significant increase in tensions along the Saudi-Yemeni border. This ongoing conflict, exacerbated by foreign interventions, poses a serious security risk to the region. Internally, Yemen is facing several challenges. The country's economy is reportedly regressing, and there are accusations of various factions involved in illicit financial transactions. The violence has intensified, with the UN stating that Yemen's conflict and violence are having devastating impacts on human rights and the basic needs of millions, as well as causing alarming spillover effects in the region. The ongoing civil war in Yemen, particularly the intense fighting between government forces and various insurgent groups, poses a serious security threat. More than 4 million people across Yemen are internally displaced, with many facing severe humanitarian crises. These developments suggest that Yemen's ability to manage its internal divisions and foster peaceful international relations is currently under severe strain. The resolution of border disputes and internal issues remains crucial for Yemen's stability and development, but the country faces significant obstacles in achieving these goals in the current geopolitical environment. Now that we have established Yemen's borders, let's map our journey through Yemen's diverse geography. Nestled in the Arabian Peninsula, Yemen spans approximately 527,000 square kilometers, sharing its border with Saudi Arabia and Oman, and a coastline along the Red Sea and the Arabian Sea. Make sure you have lots of different colors, because the Yemeni landscape is indeed a realm of stark contrast and rich diversity. Yemen's geography can be broadly divided into 4 district regions: the coastal plains, the western highlands, the eastern plateau, and the Rub al-Khalil desert. The coastal plains, known as Timaha, stretch along the Red Sea coast and are characterized by their hot and humid climate. This region is home to some of Yemen's largest cities, including Aden and Al Hudaydah. Aden, located on a natural harbor, is one of the world's oldest ports and has played a significant role in maritime trade for centuries. Al Hudaydah is a major Red Sea port and a center of commerce and industry. The Timaha Plains are fertile and support agriculture, particularly the cultivation of dates, which are a staple of the Yemeni diet. The coastal areas also support fishing communities, contributing significantly to the local economy. The climate in this region can be harsh, with high temperatures and humidity, making it one of the hottest places on the earth. The Western Highlands form the backbone of Yemen, stretching from the Saudi border in the north to the Gulf of Aden in the south. These mountains, part of the Arabian Peninsula's mountainous spine, include peaks that rise over 3,000 meters, such as Jabal an Nabi Shumda, the highest peak on the Arabian Peninsula. This region is known for its terraced agriculture, where crops such as coffee, quat, a traditional stimulant plant, and grains are cultivated. The highlands enjoy a milder, more temperate climate compared to the coastal plains, with cooler temperatures and higher rainfall. This has allowed for the development of complex irrigation systems that support agriculture. The highlands are dotted with ancient villages and towns, including Sanaz, the capital city. Sanaz is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world and is famous for its unique agriculture, featuring multi-story tower houses built of rammed earth and decorated with intricate geometric patterns. The Hadramaut Plateau, located in eastern Yemen, is a region known for its scenic beauty and historic significance. The plateau is characterized by its wide valleys, or wadis, known as Wadi Hadramaut, which is Yemen's longest valley. The wadi is a lush green area surrounded by arid deserts, creating a striking contrast. This region has a rich cultural history, with ancient cities like Shimbam, often referred to as the Manhattan of the desert, due to its impressive mud brick high-rise buildings. The Hadramaut region is also known for its production of frankincense and myrrh, which have been traded for thousands of years. The plateau's landscape varies from arid desert areas to more fertile valleys where agriculture is possible. The biodiversity in this region is notable, with species such as the Arabian leopard and sandcat, which are rare and endangered. The Rub al-Khalil is one of the harshest environments on Earth, with extreme temperatures and very little rainfall. Despite this, it is home to unique desert flora and fauna, which have adapted to the harsh conditions. Nomadic Bedouin tribes have historically roamed this region, relying on their knowledge of the desert for survival. In the eastern regions, particularly the Mahra Governorate, the landscape ranges from arid deserts to lush valleys. This area is less populated and less developed compared to other parts of Yemen, maintaining a more traditional way of life. The Mahra people have their own distinct language and culture, which are integral parts of Yemen's cultural mosaic. Wadi Hadramaut, as mentioned earlier, is renowned for its biodiversity, supporting various species of plants and animals. The valley's microclimate allows for the growth of crops such as dates, wheat, and other cereals, making it an important agricultural region. The environmental situation in Yemen has indeed worsened due to ongoing conflict and poor governance. UN experts have warned that the conflict has caused human rights and humanitarian crisis, including the climate vulnerability of people of Yemen. The accelerated exploitation of natural resources, including timber and minerals, is degrading the environment, polluting water sources, ravaging forests, and exacerbating climate change risks. Illegal logging and mining activities have surged, causing extensive deforestation and environmental damage. The previous government's efforts to protect the environment have been undermined, and satellite data shows extensive areas of central rainforest have been chopped down. Illegal mining, particularly for rare earth metals in the northern regions, has devastating consequences for the region's ecosystem and inhabitants. The overexploitation of fish stock have also contributed to a severe decline in Yemen's maritime fish resources. Yemen has suffered massive climate change losses, ranking as one of the world's most affected countries in recent years. The recent cyclone Chapala in 2015, though less deadly than other regional cyclones, exposed the fragility of local communities due to the declining state assistance. These developments highlight the urgent need for international support for local communities and organizations through flexible funding for localized climate mitigation and adaptation programs. It is crucial to support pro-democracy and opposition institutions that are developing climate and natural resource policies, as well as environmental groups defending Yemen's forests, wildlife, and biodiversity. It is clear that Yemen's borders and geography will continue to impact the Arabian Peninsula region. I can't wait to dive into other aspects of the country over the next month. Thank you for joining me today, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our Patreon for bonus material on all our subjects. Have a great week, and don't forget to never stop learning.